Hey, welcome. We have returned. Today is the Canada episode, but Stefan's a tire, man. He's just been youpering it up. Fucking,
Hey, bud.
Actually, just walked in. Hey there, bud. How you doing there, bud? Some Letterkenny. Like, is
I
that
hate
a
that
new?
fucking show.
You don't like it?
No.
I didn't. It got annoying like real quick.
Nerp, I hate that.
I did like it for a little bit, but yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta watch Letterkenny. It's so funny." It's like,
Isn't it really though?
I mean, after it's like funny for a bit. It's fun. You can watch it for about as long as Fargo. You know, not the TV series, but like no, like the movie.
I haven't watched.
Because everyone's
the
like
miniseries.
super youper.
The movie's funny.
Yeah, the movie's funny. It's dark. It's not even like really meant to be that funny. It just is. Say fucking.
It's comical.
They're not ramrodding jokes into it. It's just like comical situations. I forget who it was that was talking about Quentin Tarantino. It was
David Tarantino. They're related.
David,
by the way.
Oh yeah. Dave Tarantino. Hey, yeah. Speaking of Dave Tarantino, favorite guy. He's my favorite man.
We did a burger challenge with him.
Yeah, when we streamed it on the Monorail Central Instagram. So if you would like to watch us for a half hour, try and just eat 5 pounds of
Really,
food.
it was just us talking about, we can't really do this, but I'm glad we're doing this.
Yeah, it was fun until like misery set in. And then it was still fun. If you want to see David smash his head on a mirror,
that
happened.
I was like, what is this referencing to? Oh yeah, that totally did happen, didn't it?
But it was back to Quentin Tarantino. We love you, Dave, but
sadly you aren't related.
Yeah, I mean they don't even look Tarantino. Like,
yeah, no, maybe
dude,
it's
Quentin
for the better.
Tarantino doesn't even look like he has any Italian in him. Period. And Dave Tarantino.
No, he's just got like this skeevy alley salesman look. Quentin Tarantino. Just like, you want to buy one of my movies?
He's got a beak and a 5 head.
You want to buy one of my movies? No, dude. I don't want to see you jerk it off. I don't want to see that.
You want to see me being creepy with George Clooney and a bunch of vampires? Fucking. Anyways, Norm Macdonald had like a really well done Quentin Tarantino impersonation that he did while he was on SNL, and he was like saying he's like he was talking about Alec Baldwin's impersonation of Trump, saying it's lazy, but that's fine because like the good impersonations are like it's like an expression of how much you respect somebody. Like impersonation is supposed to be, or like what is it? Imitation is like a form of flattery, they say. So Norm Macdonald was saying,
ergo,
Quentin Tarantino made some of the
Baldwin.
best fucking comedies because he just had funny shit in his movies, like funny situations, and he wasn't just fucking like ramming jokes up your ass.
so the real thing to take away from this, though, is that Alec Baldwin impersonating Donald Trump is just because he loves him.
No,
wants
it's
to be
because he
inside.
doesn't. It,
Wants
like
to be inside of him.
Norm Macdonald was saying, Alec Baldwin's impersonation is extremely lazy, which it kind of is. It's
Yeah.
just like, okay, make your lips look like an ass and then talk in one kind of like method of speech that Donald Trump has. It's not a very complex
No.
impersonation, but
But he really
the
wants
people
to put
love
those,
it
he really
because
wants
they
to
hate
put
him.
those lips to Trump's butthole.
Oh, God. Like, I actually think Alec Baldwin's Trump lips is more disgusting than Trump's, like, little
Well, yeah, he
thin
does it
lips.
to like a caricature, like political cartoon level.
But Alec Baldwin doesn't have white guy lips, you know? His thin little
He's
lips.
got Baldwin lips. They're a
He's
league
got
of their
some-
own.
He's got some Steve-O lips, man.
He's got Baldwin lips.
That's one of the things that Steve-O would always cite. Or not Steve-O, Hansen. Hansen would say when people would speak, hey, that looks like Steve-O. And he'd be like, it's the lips. It's all in the lips, man. It doesn't look like Steve-O at all, but he's got Steve-O's lips.
I don't know what he's doing these days, but Brittany said, to quote, "He's looking like a rocket."
Okay. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but cheers. I decided to get use a new booze holder.
Oh, yeah? What does that say? 30-minute fitness?
3-in-1 fitness shaker.
Now it's for booze.
Yep. We're getting fit.
So you put vodka in there?
Hell no, I don't drink vodka, dude. Man, I can't do the liquor, man. Although I did drink martinis last weekend, man. Not a martini guy at all.
No, I'm not either. I've been doing smoothies, man. It's been my life now. Just smoothies.
Smoothies?
Fruit smoothies.
Okay.
You just take tons of fruit, just blend it all up, and then you just drink it all. So much fruit.
You've been doing like frozen fruit?
Yeah.
Fresh fruit?
The frozen stuff stays longer, but we got fresh fruit.
Do you feel all good on the inside?
Yeah, I do feel all good on the inside.
You're like, there's nothing like having an orange after you've just drank nothing but coffee for like months for breakfast. And then like you wake up one morning, you don't got anything in your system, you hit it with some like nice grapefruit citrus, and it's like, man, I feel good.
Zing.
That's what John Cleese was all about in that fucking sketch where he was like, must need some fresh fruit.
I don't remember that one. What was that?
Self-defense class. It's like how to save yourself from a man when he attacks you with a banana.
From the circus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was gonna say where else, and I forgot I mentioned just Cleese and not this.
Could have been Faulty Towers. You know?
Oh my god. I think one of my favorite like of their unknown sketches is the one where everybody's Superman and then the super guy is just a normal guy.
I don't remember that one.
It's not a fleshed out thing. It's like an out in the field concept that they did that lasted like 5 seconds.
I remember Philosopher Soccer, Old Lady Purse Gang.
Oh yeah, gangs of old ladies
stop that
beating up young
silly
men.
thing. Yeah, stop that silliness. I remember.
Oh, the fucking
The Pet
military
Shop?
march where they're all like, it's kind of like, it's a little gay.
Yeah.
They're like
And,
prancing around.
The pet store. I vaguely remember that one.
Oh,
Guy tries to like return a dead
done
bird.
to death, man.
Yeah,
I've
but-
seen that one so many times.
Just always remember those.
This is an ex-parrot. Fucking John Cleese. I saw him earlier today, not in person. Yeah, me and Cleese.
We
Me and Cleese, we're tight.
kicking it.
But he's Sir Cadwell in The Elder Scrolls Online, which I just love. And like once you complete one of the main storylines,
That was like the first guy you talked to.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can go back and like play through one of the other factions storylines, like not like the main one that everybody does, but you can like go get all the action that you wouldn't have gotten. And fucking Sir Cadwell with the fucking John Cleese as a dead body with a pot on his head, all goofy and shit, sends you back in time.
Oh. Good old John
old
Cleese,
Cleese.
With a pot on his
It's
head.
gonna be too bad when he passes. He's getting up there, man. He is very, very old, and he's still fucking like writing books and shit.
Yeah, he's still active. Then you have fucking like Tim Curry, who's fucking wheelchair bound.
Oh my god, I have not seen him in anything. Eric Idle's still going at it. There's another one.
So the last two things I really saw him in was, I saw him in Psych, which I thought was pretty recent.
Eric Idle in Psych.
No, Tim Curry.
Oh,
But then I actually watched him in the TV series Poirot, and he like had already had a stroke, and like, you know,
man, that's
he was looking
too bad.
straight grizzly,
Yeah.
just like, oh man,
Tim Curry.
that's Tim Curry, the
Dude,
guy
Tim
that.
Curry was so creepy.
Yeah, but he was also hilarious.
Yeah. I think the last thing I ever saw him do was voice acting for Brutal Legend. He's just this like bondage flesh monster that's the main bad guy.
Is he modeled after that demon he does the voice of? And I forgot the name of that movie.
It.
No. He like basically plays the devil in this one movie. Can't remember the name. Whisks away some young girl. Tries to make her his demon bride. No, not it. He's not a goddamn clown. He's got these huge, ridiculous horns.
Dante's Inferno.
Or maybe that's what it's called.
There's a really good, wasn't like a Japanese anime thing, but it was one of those. Unfortunately, it was a fucking promotional piece for the EA video game. And they've done a couple of those. They did it for Dead Space. They made like this animation where they hired like, I don't know, like 7 different directors or 7 different like animators with like distinct animation styles and art styles. And like kept all the voice acting the same throughout, but like
yeah, they
in
did
Dante's Inferno, they did it where it was like each ring of hell had a different animation aesthetic.
Yeah, they did that in Bob's Burgers.
What?
They had like an episode where
The Archer crossover?
no, where they had every scene was drawn by a different guy, much like the New Hope Star Wars rehashes they did. Yeah.
Like Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
It's just like an anthology of animation.
Yeah, but obviously it's an episode of Bob's Burgers, so they have the same voice actors.
Man, fucking Heavy Metal. I need to watch that again. That was so cool, that like throwback to Heavy Metal when they launched the Tesla with the spaceman.
And now there's just a
space.
Tesla floating in space.
Yeah.
So this movie with Tim Curry playing the Lord of Darkness is called Legend. It's directed by Ridley Scott. You've never seen this?
Oh, really? It's a Ridley Scott one?
It's
gotta be good.
This is news to me, though.
Gotta be good. Never heard of it, ever. When was it made?
1985.
We're like 19. It's in like big
ass letters, yeah.
Top of the fucking
But like this is what Tim Curry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Tim Curry.
Lord Cromdor. Holy shit.
Yeah, let me get to
get a good one of him. That is some Lord Cromdor right there. Holy shit.
That's my Tim Curry impression.
It's like if Jay Leno was Satan. Oh my god.
Here's him suiting up with a 40.
He's fucking Hellboy's dad.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. Pretty ridiculous though. Yeah, here's Tim Curry today. Not looking so hot. I mean,
man.
that's actually a pretty old image, but
So speaking of Hellboy, I don't know the fucking I think it's David Harper or something. He's the fat guy, like grizzled cop from Stranger Things.
I know who you're talking about.
He's the new Hellboy.
Really?
Yeah, they like whipped him into shape to be the new Hellboy.
What does that look like? I can't picture him outside of having like a beer gut and a khaki shirt on.
He's fucking ripped, man. He was like, I saw some shit where he was talking about it. He's like, it's all me, man.
This is all real, and he's just touching his chest.
It's not like fucking Ron Perlman's Hellboy, where it's basically like a Batman foam suit that
I
he's
like
just
Ron
stuck in.
Perlman as Hellboy, though. I just like Ron Perlman.
It was okay.
I just like Perlman, though.
Yeah, Ron Perlman's like hit or miss for me.
But so what's he gonna do for Stranger Things? He just gonna start racking on the 30 racks and just let it all go out again?
Harper gets a fucking roid addiction, man. Just fucking like gets even more angry at 11.
Because they got a new one coming out for that, right? They have another season.
I don't feel like that show is gonna fucking go for too much longer because the second
It just
season
doesn't
was
need to
just
go.
Yeah, it's like after the first one ended, like if the little boy at the end didn't puke up the snail into the drain,
We were good. It was
Yeah.
a fine ending.
yeah, and like even that like felt a little stretched thin at like some points. It's like, okay, yeah, it's cool. Nostalgia, remember dirt bikes and riding BMX and Star Wars figurines and playing D&D with your friends in the 80s? I don't, because I wasn't born yet, but remember E.T. and what it was like to be in
Remember
the 80s?
pizza and teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Remember when your dad used to smack you with a belt? Remember when your mom didn't interject into the conversations because she was afraid? I remember the 80s. Yeah.
Oh God. If you've been a victim of domestic abuse, please call the domestic abuse hotline.
Yeah.
But I felt like
that was the first one, right? That guy just gets smacked around by his dad.
Yeah.
No, that was the second one.
I think it was both of them.
The kid that has like the salad mullet and he fucking drives around in a fucking hot rod.
What we really need is like some time has passed and it's in the fucking grunge era. It's just Stranger Things with fucking grunge.
90s Stranger Things. Maybe that's what they'll do. They'll just be like, we remember.
What'd you call them? Yelpers?
The Yallers.
Yallers.
Like Pearl Jam and fucking Creed and all that shit.
We got to keep bringing it back to like 90s and flannel shit, man, because you are dressed for, God, you are just.
You ever have one of these, the Carhartts with
Nope.
the lining?
I found
my God.
favorite flannel because I've been going through the boxes that have just been taking up all of that room. They're almost all gone. And I've just been going through the clothes and I found my favorite flannel. It's like this old Abercrombie and Fitch flannel. But it's like...
What'd you do with it? Sleep with it between your legs the first night?
I put it on and I'm just like, oh, I'm much too fat. Much too... I used to just like... It used to be my cape on my motorcycle. I had just like a really shitty 1985 Honda...
Say you got a fucking Ducati. No one's going to know the difference.
No, it was like a cruiser, you know, a Ducati, and
he had
two different.
He had the bike from Tron. Okay.
No. It was not the bike from Tron. It was
I know you had a Honda.
Opposite.
You had like a Honda
style.
Sportster type deal.
So, fucking
comfortable.
It was right. I would like ride it around town and just like let that thing blow in the wind behind me. It felt fucking great. I remember this one time, this fucking dude was just like standing on the fucking side of the road, construction worker, just like holding the slow sign, and I fucking like cruise up by him, just fucking like 90s as fuck, like I'm fucking like a...
What are you, blaring heart-shaped box?
I'm looking like who's that fucking the grunge kid from Breakfast Club?
Bender?
Yeah. Like, I'm Bender as fuck, like, just cruising down the road, and this fucking dude's just like, yeah, you're having a good day. I, like, got out of work early and just went for a little cruise in the summer. I got a fucking peak of Corgan.
I didn't do the motorcycle stuff. I had a sick 10-speed girl's bike.
Oof. Really? Tassels and all?
No tassels. It's just purple.
Everything. That's what made it a girl's bike?
No, the girl's bike, purple? The bars are like a little lower or something.
That's so weird, though.
I never got the premise of that. But no, it's just hand-me-downs because bikes are expensive, so.
Mm.
My older sister gets a bike, hands it down to my older brother, and then my brother gives it to me.
And his bike's seen some shit, huh?
Pretty good condition. Because Brian wouldn't ride it because it's a girl's bike.
Come on, man. It's Women's Day, man.
Yeah.
Today's the day.
Word.
Today's the day, ladies. Out the ride a girl's bike.
Tell your moms you love them.
Yeah.
Tell your girlfriends you love them. If you're a woman, tell yourself you love you.
You love you.
Yeah.
Dude, I was fucking listening to Bill Burr's podcast earlier, and of course he had to shit on, like, it's Women's Day. So he was just like going through some news articles, and he's like, top companies to invest in with lady CEOs. And he did say something that made a lot of sense. It's like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, not because they're women, but why would that be the reason you pick the company? It's like, how about you pick a good company because you think it's going to make money?
Yeah. Billy Corgan kind of looking like Bill Burr in this picture for some reason. I guess it's just white bald guys all kind of look the same after a while.
Dude, you know that 91.7 channel we were talking about, how they just play anything, just play whatever the fuck they want, pretty much.
Yeah. Because that one day you picked me up to go to JJ's. And you're like, check this channel out. They're literally playing Yoko Ono music. Yeah. This lady's just... yeah, just the random sounds. Yeah, random sounds of your nightmare.
Yeah, of it's like the small ensemble before they play like the spider music in movies where it's like bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. Where Shelob's coming down to wrap you up in Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
But today or yesterday when I was coming home, there was just like a segment of songs that were not raps, but like the common theme was the vocal was presented as just talking voice. And when you said Billy Corgan's bald head, there was this one. It was just like an older white guy, and it was like some bass line, and it's just like the sun is setting on the city, like a bald man's head between the buildings.
Coming down.
There was I don't know what the fucking artist was, and I've heard the song before, but there was this one song, it's like a black guy, and he's like, the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be on TV. It will not be hosted by Richard Nixon and Spiro Agnew. The revolution will not be televised. Like, it's like serious in nature, but it's also comical. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but it's comical.
Yeah. Have you ever heard that song?
Crazy people.
It was pretty good, pretty cool song though.
Marcus wanted to know if you're comfortable.
Oh, I am. I
told him to suck an egg.
Suck an egg. Man, Riggs. You disappeared, man. I haven't seen you on any video game medium lately.
I haven't even turned my computer on in a month.
I got all that out by losing my life to WoW for 3 months.
WoW was pretty fun until...
Oh my God, I don't even know what prompted you to stop having fun. And I don't want to get into it either.
Yeah, until it wasn't fun.
Yep. Until it wasn't fun anymore. Oh my God, I'm so bad at first-person shooters, man. I've been playing with Marcus. Shout out. And I'm just so bad. I don't know why he doesn't just kick me off his team in a fucking rage fit. It's like, come on, just have basic competency. Man, me and him were yucking it up about fucking Alex Jones on Rogan. Have you seen anything from that?
No, I don't watch Joe Rogan. I should say I don't listen. Well, I guess you can watch it. I don't listen to Joe Rogan's podcast. And
I don't regularly. But
Alex Jones is a goddamn clown.
Alex Jones is a goddamn clown, and I watched all 4 hours of it. It was a fucking jewel of the Nile. It is fucking hilarious.
But people think it's like they're precious. Like there are people out there that appreciate Alex Jones and the message he has, and that's
what I hate about it. But I don't care. It was fucking hilarious, dude. Like, I'm not gonna watch Alex Jones in any of his own mediums, but watching this,
I'm seeing people in tanks.
Dude, he had this fucking...
tanks. I've seen them with my own eyes.
Me and Marcus were just laughing about this for like an hour straight. He had this one thing where he was talking about this like Southern governor who he thinks is running an organ harvesting ring for like aborted babies, and he's just like, we'll just keep the baby comfortable until the planes land, and then we'll hand them off, and they'll take the organs and they'll take the blood.
Dude needs to get put on some antipsychotics.
The thing is, like, I think he's just like letting himself get fired up. Like, he claims that a lot of the shit that got him deplatformed, like, he never really did, and it's total bullshit. But
you have seen the video of him and Joe Rogan together, right? The music video they made together. I'll share it with you sometime. We can't really watch it now.
Yeah, we'll get a copyright strike.
Actually, it won't get a copyright strike. It's a reaction. Even that's getting fucking annihilated now.
Reaction videos, it's a negative. Well, yeah, because people are having negative reaction videos to things, and people are like, you can't say negative things about this product, even though it's a big steaming pile of shit.
The most recent thing was, which was good, but like I believe YouTube took the proper actions, but the most recent thing has been the pedophilia content.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah,
not-
we talked about. Oh yeah, we did talk about this last week, but none of you heard it.
Right. Well, it wasn't. It was the week before, maybe. But like,
Yeah.
pedophiles are basically like putting timestamp links in the comments of videos that just happen to have children in it, and it might just be like kid nipples. Like their mom took a video of them
And
playing
they
in
put-
the pool.
and then they put eggplant emojis with the drip symbol down
Oh,
there.
God.
Because they're disgusting.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's
like
disgusting.
timestamped the video, and so pretty much YouTube said, okay, any content with children in it, we are just disabling the fucking comments. And I don't know if it's just like demonetized too, but I also kind of support this, like, because there's YouTubers out there that have like it's like family oriented thing where it's like about their family, and that's just fucking weird. It's like
You mean
putting
like
your
the
kids to work.
exploitation of the exploitation of children to get little Johnny to I don't fucking know, make his own lunch tomorrow or something. It'll be like a day in the life. They want that Octomom Little Big People reality TV show on
Legitimately had a angry Indian woman because YouTube is starting to blow up there. That's what's driving the whole subscribe to PewDiePie thing, because there is some, like, it's not one individual Indian YouTuber. It's like a Indian Vivo almost, where they have like Indian music videos.
Oh,
And-
Bollywood getting in on it.
It's not Bollywood per se, but it's like Bollywood Vivo. But PewDiePie has been like trying to stay like as like, you know, on the top spot for that thing. But this isn't about him. When this like kind of like came to my attention, we actually got like,
Is this in reference to the Indian YouTube thing or the pedo Jared
Indian YouTube
Subway
thing.
YouTube ring?
both.
Okay.
This Indian lady was basically yelling at us because I was like advertising or like trying to like spread our content through other means, and this like Indian woman who had like this YouTube channel of like, it's just her kids, and she like puts them in front of like green screens and just like films them doing kid stuff and then puts things in afterwards. And it's just like, oh, your content is very naughty. It's not appropriate for children. You should like state this. And I was like, what?
Whoa, was she putting them in our in our shit with the green screen?
No. Like I was advertising at some place.
Oh,
And this was like a person who was like also doing like YouTube advertisement or like
Yeah.
trying to grow their channel. And it was just like, oh, you don't get it. Like, oh. It was like just like this angry Indian mother. But I like went to their channel and watched her content, and it's just like all her kids just like doing stuff.
did you tell her that you're exploiting your children?
No.
Please don't tell me.
No,
how
I
to-
didn't say anything to this.
You're exploiting your children. Don't tell me how to run my
engage.
life.
Do not engage. I've learned that.
Oh, but I got an engage story coming up for
okay.
you.
All right. Yeah.
So this-
like the Nokia Engage,
Like
the beloved handheld
like-
device of the early 2000s.
like Mortal Kombat coming up here engagement.
right.
So
Tell me.
last
I wanna know.
week, you know, it's getting a little warmer out. The snow's starting to
Hardly.
thaw. Well, the snow's starting to thaw now at least, and
All right. Yeah, I'll bite. Yes, it is. It isn't.
the dogs shit outside.
Okay.
So Brittany goes out. She scoops up some poops. She's like, "There's poops out there that aren't ours. They're our neighbors." And over the course of like last week, she's been
That's
sending
so
me.
funny that you look at the shit. It's like, that's not my.
Well,
it's
they're like
it's
little-
like it's your baby. It's like, that's not my kid shit.
Well, they're like little tiny cat poops because the dog that's pooping there is like one of the overgrown rat type dogs, you know, like a mini Chihuahua or whatever. And Brooke obviously is laying dumps the size of that thing's head, so you can tell the difference. But
Atta girl.
the last week, I keep getting pictures every once in a while. It's just like,
Wait,
there they
Brittany is sending you pictures of the dog shit that isn't yours? So
no,
you're
of
just getting...
the lady, because she's our neighbor, bringing her dog into our...
Britt is like going through the blinds,
Yeah,
and then snapping pictures of another dog shitting and sending it to you.
Yeah, so she's like,
what a weird web we
She's
weave.
like, she's telling me, oh, it's our neighbor from the large apartment complex. That bitch is walking her dog over here and letting it shit in our yard, not picking it up.
Oh my God.
And I'm at work. It's like 12 o'clock. I'm like, I can't deal with this. You're going to have to handle this one yourself. So she's been concocting all these like schemes, for lack of a better word. She's got a couple of schemes she's cooking up to get back at this lady. She's like, the obvious one is just go confront this woman. But it's hard for me to like, it'll be hard for me to catch her in the act. So she's thinking about taking every single poop, wrapping it up in an individual bag, and like dropping it in their on their property, like 25 plus bags of poop, and just being like, you got to pick your dog crap.
My dad did one worse, and I felt like this was not the move. But whatever. I was a kid, and I did not understand the I didn't give a shit. All I cared about was skateboarding with my friends and not being up north, isolated. I was like, hey, I can go skateboard with my friends. Bye, see ya. But we didn't have a dog in the place at Germantown, Doxus, and the dog would shit in the yard, and my dad would just be like, pick up that dog shit from our yard, you motherfuckers. And I'm just like, man, you're gonna fucking irritate your hemorrhoids just over some dog poop, man. Chill. This is
Well,
like
the thing
16
with it
over me. Like, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, now I'm older, I'd be like,
It
yeah,
builds
that's
up,
slightly enraged.
and
Yeah,
they won't pick it up, and then you'll just have like a layer of shit.
I would understand that because if, okay, like the perspective I'm trying to like feed myself is, okay, what if I didn't have cats, but my neighbors did, and then somehow their shit wound up inside my apartment? Like,
Yeah, basically.
yeah. But he took the dog shit and like gathered it all up and fucking walked over, opened the dude's like truck door, and just like set it inside of his fucking car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did it ever happen
But at the
again?
time I was like, that's not very neighborly.
Was there ever dog shit on the yard again?
I don't know. We'll have to ask my dad.
See?
Write in, old man. If you got an answer, let us know in the comments below.
Again, thanks for
I'm half expecting.
the folks that are actually listening to us out there too.
I'm half expecting him to either say nothing or write way too much. It's like a big paragraph. It was like really funny. Like,
Will that be our first write-in mail? I will read live.
Maybe. yeah. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Write it.
Write
We'll read it
we'll
next
read
week.
it. Yeah, I when I was a kid, it was always, well, just go for the lawnmower. Who cares? It's just dog shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like already half biodegraded.
But I guess dog shit's really bad as fertilizer, so.
Oh, man. Can't we get on that? Can't we, like, breed some dogs? Maybe we can breed pugs. We'd, like,
I will
breed something with good gut health.
Pugs are just people. Pugs are gross. I'm sorry. Their faces is all smushed up. They can't breathe,
yeah, I
and
know.
when you lay next to them, they just go. And if they sneeze, their eyes can pop out of their head because they have a large skull sockets for their eyeballs. The things are walking health disasters. They're just literally. It's like if they sneeze, they could explode.
Oh, could you imagine having like a pug that's like, it's like drooling, fucking asthmatic, it can't fucking breathe, and it nervous pees.
Yeah, and then they get so worked up they can't breathe, they hyperventilate, and they pass out basically.
That's why, like, I would never get one just because I don't want to like support like the breeding of them. Like, you should just let that line kind of die out. But I have an affinity for extremely ugly dogs. Like that kind of dog. I'm not talking like some sort of like demon mutt, where it's just like you know, are the people that moved to Germantown from you know, the mass exodus from Indiana that came and moved to Germantown.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, one of them had one of those families had the most horrific fucking looking bear dog I had ever fucking seen. I was like, what the fuck is that? It was like its hair was like coarse, and it was
like
shaped,
an Irish Wolfhound or something.
no, it was like coarse hair, almost like a sheep, but it was like beaver colored, and it was like
Brown.
misshapen like a potato, and it had the fucking face of a demon. And they just loved it. And I was like, God damn, that is an ugly fucking dog. Ugh.
I'm thinking you're talking about like a Wolfhound where they're all like, their fur's all wiry and coarse.
No.
And
Well, yeah, it was like a fucking Brillo pad, but this one wasn't any, like, this was not no anything hound. Like, this was no kind of breed.
maybe it was a demon dog.
It was just it was like a Brillo pad with legs and a snout.
Because I'm not fully unconvinced that those guys didn't just come here on a hot rod, ripping through a portal from hell and just
Like, even that sounds better.
squat and then squatted in a couple houses and then
Right, squatters' rights, man.
yeah.
They just, like, took a little bit of England and brought it with them.
They're like the McBoyles, you know.
When's the McBoyles?
Have you never watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I have, but I'm not like I don't have like
The guys that drink warm milk, they have the Die Hard episode too. where they take
Oh,
'em
the
hostage.
fucking there's like two of them, and one just becomes like progressively worse looking throughout all. the
Yeah, I mean they have a whole family of them, which you see in the Eagles tryout episode. But
I'm trying to think what I saw that like one of them in. There's like some
one of them has a movie coming out, and I can't take it seriously. It's supposed to be a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called the Treehouse. And
I'm already signed off.
yeah, I don't know the premise of the movie, but it's McBoyle like in the trailer running around. He's just like and it's just like, dude, you drank warm milk. That's disgusting. Close that robe up, buddy.
So when you say warm milk, are you talking like room temperature milk, or are you talking like heating up milk? And
I think it was room temperature milk.
Okay, there's a difference because warm milk is like, you know,
That's a nappy time treat.
Yeah.
No, I think it was room temp milk. It was something gross. Because they're gross people.
I swear to God, man, like chamomile tea has been like, usually Sunday going into Monday, my sleep schedule is just so fucked.
You a chamomile tea guy, huh?
Yeah, I just take like 4 chamomile tea packets and soak it for like a half hour and then pour it in a slightly bigger one of these.
Well, let me tell
And
you
I
something.
just fucking drink it, and then I still don't fall asleep.
Let me tell you a little Betty time secret here I got going
So, like,
on.
okay, apparently, let me finish this little bit about it. Like, chamomile is apparently really related to like dandelion. Like, it's very, and I'm very allergic to dandelions. So sometimes I'll drink so much of that stuff, I'll start to itch like internally.
Oh, stop that. Okay, so here's my little Betty time secret.
All right, what is it?
B got like a sleep mask, and it's like weighted. It has like these. It has like this chiller
It's
pack
like
in there.
Self asphyxiation device.
No, it's like it had like these chiller. It's kind of like an ice pack on the inside, and you're supposed to like chill it and then put it on your head. I don't do that, but it just has so much weight that I stick it over my. Like she's not using it, and I basically have adopted using it. I put it on. It's like putting your head on a cold pillow, and I'm just out. Like, it's instantaneous. I just stick it on there. It's a little bit of weight on my face.
I never thought cold
bam.
pillow was like. I know people will flip the pillow over, and some people think that they're the only people who do this. Just need to see more of your beautiful '90s attire, but. Yeah, that's never something that was like when I'm tossing and turning, I'll do that shit, but it was never like the reason I went to sleep. It's usually I get some sort of like calming mantra going. All right, it's just
What up, boys?
Man, spread it up, man.
Yeah,
Straight
boys.
up, dude. We're
Yeah,
just gonna
boys.
like crotch it cast, man.
Yeah, boys.
But I forgot where I was going with what I was saying. I forgot what
the pillow flipping, and people think they're the only people that do it, and then you were.
Oh yeah. I just like usually win out. Keep that monitored a little bit. Like all you are is a head. That's all we can see.
I'm a
of
disembodied head. Get over it.
There we go.
Okay.
Somebody actually told me because of like I usually wear a dark shirt and I had like the fullest beard. You couldn't see any of my neck.
You're floating.
Yeah, it was a floating head basically.
You're like Billy Mitchell's head in Regular Show. Oh, you never watched that.
I did watch Regular Show.
You saw the episode. Great. Yeah, you watched the episode where they beat that arcade high score, and then Billy Mitchell's fucking head shows up and tries to blow him up. Except it's not actually called Billy Mitchell. It has like an acronym. I think it's like BFM or something, but it's obviously Billy Mitchell's disembodied head.
Regular Show was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was. I'm actually about to do a rewatch because I don't remember a lot of it.
I should too. Then we can talk about it. Like
bring back Regular Show,
like the giant man children we are. Is those people need jobs who worked on that show?
I'm pretty sure that one dude's making some other show because he did Flapjack, they did Regular Show. Pretty sure he's already got another deal.
Let's start an animated show and go broke trying to get a pilot made.
Let's just become guys that work at the park and try to live on site.
No thanks.
And change our names to Mordecai and Rigby.
Whenever I hear Mordecai, I just think of that fucking proto BT Bam song. It's this really old song. It was like their first like, oh, have you heard this song from this band?
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. Did you listen to their last double-sided release?
No. I kind of stopped. Like, I still enjoy it, what I listen to from them, but like I used to be like a BT Bam fanboy. Like, I loved it.
He used to be a BT Beat Off fan.
Between BT Bam,
the Faps and me.
BT Bam is an acronym for you. Those of you who don't know, it's a BTBAM, Between the Buried and Me. It's a band. Not a sex cult.
Between the Faps and me.
There was like a Mexican band that played covers called Between the Burritos and Me.
But it might be a little out there for some of the uninitiated to be able to digest.
It's very
a little intense.
Has like its roots in hardcore, and then they just kind of became hyper progressive.
It's gonna get in your face. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, the new stuff's very progressive. But if you're just tolling around the city one night, put on the new. It's got two parts to it. It's got an A and B side.
Fuck that. Listen to Colors for the 80th time.
That was like one of the first albums that I got, or CDs that I got for myself.
And that's
came with a T-shirt that I still have.
Alaska and Colors were just like it's very rare nowadays that you have a band who just does something that is like, this is the best thing ever, and then they come out with another one. It's like, this is even better than the best thing ever. This is the new best thing ever. Like, they had those two albums where it was like, holy fuck. Like,
it's like when Dairy Queen took cookie dough and combined it with Reese's peanut butter cups, dude. For the Jurassic Smash. Which was such
only at select locations while Jurassic Park is in theaters now.
Here's the thing, it was such a fucking hit, they kept it as a regular flavor.
Oh, man.
I mean, how hard is it? You're just combining the Reese's peanut butter pieces and the cookie dough, but...
You remember that whole campaign that they had with the Blizzard where you dip it over, it's so thick it stays in the cup?
Yeah.
Like, I've just seen some great videos of kids trying to imitate that and just dumping their fucking ice cream.
They only do it just right as they're about to hand it to you. They're just like, yeah, it's good. But let me tell you, last time I got Dairy Queen, we got Oreo cookies and cream. Oreo cookies and cream, but with mint. And you know what they didn't do? They put a fucking mint in there. It's just Oreos and fucking cookies.
For those of you who would love to dock Stefan, he actually lives by a Dairy Queen. You are one of the few. There's so few of them now. Like, that used to be like a much
The one by me
more
doesn't even do
widespread
fucking
chains, right?
burgers or anything anymore. It's just shitty microwaved hot dogs and the blizzards.
Well, that's the thing. Like that Dairy Queen looks like it was built in a building that used to be a shower for a public pool. Like you could just fucking walk up to the door.
It looks like it's just always been a little pit stop.
Yeah, that is the smallest Dairy Queen I've ever fucking seen, and I don't know how they can like operate and actually like in a metro center. Like there is a bunch of apartments, and you're like in a residential area with a lot of people living.
People
there.
stop there off the trail. So, but here's the real question: when's the last time you had a Dairy Queen burger? And were they good?
I was just thinking about that.
And were they good? The only place I think that you can get a Dairy Queen burger anymore is out in Hartford.
I don't know. What, you can't do that in Menominee Falls anymore?
They have a Dairy Queen in Menominee Falls?
Yeah, Main Street. No, not Main Street. That's Appleton. That's where I used to go and get like the cherry cheesecake cookie dough shit. And then I like realized like, oh, this is what's making me fat.
Should we go have a Dairy Queen taste off and live stream it on Instagram?
Yeah, let's eat 5 pounds. Let's order a fucking ice cream cake and have to try to eat it all.
I fucking love ice cream cake, so you're on.
All right. Oh,
We're gonna get
vomiting internally
diabetes,
already,
dude.
man. I'm not a sweets guy.
Guess what?
Who's here?
Marcus wrote in, it's gone. Said Port Washington.
Asteroid hit it. It's just a crater now, man.
He said he always stopped. Never mind. I thought he said it stopped. I'm sorry. Did I tell you that I fell asleep before I came here? That's why I was late. I literally stopped home, ate a bowl of chili, and fell asleep with it on my lap.
Did you spill it?
No.
Did you choke?
I ate it all.
Did you fall asleep with some of it in your mouth and choke?
No, I sat and I ate it all, and then I just fell asleep.
I had chili yesterday.
But I had an alarm set.
Where'd you get the chili from, dude?
B made it. It was a turkey white bean chili.
Oh my god, I need to do that. I need to fucking clean the filth out of my crock
And then
pot
I just added sriracha onto the top of it. What's the squeezing bottle motion? I added sriracha on top of it.
No, that's the California surfer.
That's the Ola. That's the Hawaiian OK symbol. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna fucking play some who's that Shield guy? Who's the fucking guy from Rocket Power and
Uncle Tito?
Yeah, but in Apex Legends.
Oh, Gibraltar?
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if he's like
Ancient tokens of Hawaiian wisdom.
I don't know if he's more like Hawaiian or more
he's a
New
Morai.
Zealand.
Yeah, he's a New Zealander. He's a Morai. Because he does the haka.
Dude, the haka is so tight.
Yeah, especially when you get a whole group of college football players doing it together and get you amped up. Why didn't people do that at the hardcore shows? Why didn't we do those?
Because we live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we are culturally stagnant. Actually, it is a pretty diverse city out there, even though it's very segregated.
Shout out to everyone that went.
It's the most segregated.
Yeah, some people confirm it's the most segregated. Shout out to everybody that went to Shorewood. We were all we were all blessed and straight. We were all straight edge on that blessed day. Sorry.
Like you had one thing to say about that was fucking golden, and you fucked it up, man.
I'm fucking fried, man.
I can see that. Like you were just confessing about how you were doing absolutely nothing. And just ate too much chili and showed up fucking late. Hey, man, like, employers, hire this man. He is your guy.
I'm broken. I actually, it's cool, though. I got my resignation letter all wrote up and stuff.
Like, you're going to do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get a job somewhere else.
Okay. I was going to say, are you going to get another job first?
Yeah.
Like, at least?
Yeah. I, told a couple of people I worked with. One of them was just like, no, you can't. I'll tell them they got to pay you more. It's like, you don't get it. Like, I'm sick of these people just, like, shitting on me like I'm a fucking toilet. You don't get it, buddy. I'm trying to get some self-respect for myself here.
I'm trying to have some pride in my work.
Trying to have something.
Open up a 90s bar.
So like just cut out.
So I'll just like remortgage the house I don't have and buy some property and just get a liquor license.
Well, if we're opening up like a 90s themed place, what am I going to put in there? Like a little bowling alley?
90s themed? Okay.
Kurt Cobain cardboard cutout, Buffy the Vampire
Yeah.
Slayer
Yes.
cardboard cutout.
Yes.
You
You call it Wayne and Garth's. You'll fucking have.
We'll have a spinny sunglasses thing that you can buy sunglasses from.
As soon as you get in there, you can pick up like those little microphone toys with springs in them.
Can't come in unless you got a flannel. We'll have some flannels you can borrow. There'll be a dress code.
Every meal that's served, instead of a mint, they'll get a warhead.
Nice.
Fucking.
Sorry, sir, you can't enter. You need to have a flannel. You can have one of our house jackets if you'd prefer.
Get somebody to develop a rapidly aging Tamagotchi, and then you'll make it into a drinking game.
Everyone will get the red Pizza Hut cups too.
You'll get like drunk Tamagotchi, where you'll see which drunk can keep their Tamagotchi alive the longest.
You can You can get tickets to play the arcade games if you bring in box tops from cereal.
You will not have a DJ. You will have Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple fucking blasting tunes.
I like that. Oh man, that show was tight.
Dude, it was fucking Blue Barracudas rule. Purple Parrots
I was
fucking
gonna say,
suck.
Purple Parrots suck. God, they should have won.
That's the one thing you can say to anybody. It's like, God, the Purple Parrots sucked.
That's the 90s like code word. Like you were a real 90s kid if you know
how bad the Purple Parrots suck.
Just like Purple Parrots, oh, they suck. And you're just like, all right, you're good.
We can fucking thaw out Mike O'Malley and fucking just like talk about like you bring him in to fucking like do a little post-mortem about fucking like having to work with kids and then like secretly just hating kids.
Oh yeah, we get along great.
Fucking Mike O'Malley, man. He would like, okay, just imagine having to be like that level of hype. You know what I'm talking about, right? Fucking Global Guts. He was the host for that. He was just always fucking like hyped about this shit, and he
That's
just like
what
fucking
cocaine does.
Yeah, it just like it's like I'm gonna be in my trailer. I have to fucking prepare for this. And he'd come out and just be like, "All right, we're gonna get these people from Brazil, Africa, and Canada, and we're gonna send them up the Super Aggro Crag. And this event, you're gonna have to jump down on bungee boards and then swim across the lake, and then we'll take it to Mo. Thanks, Mike." And she was like this British lady who is like a referee, and she'd like explain the events, and then
Can we
fucking
do
back to the hype man.
Can we do like an MXC spoof of this show?
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. We need to get on that
because the world needs some more MXC style stuff.
That is a fucking great idea.
I remember the first time MXC was on Spike. Like there was a bunch of ads, and there was the premiere. And I was at my dad's house at the time. He had this little TV in the kitchen, and he was making some like bear claw soup, something not even that good. But I remember MXC was on my touch, just like, what the hell is this? And I'm sitting there just like, this is the best thing ever.
How old were you?
I had to have been a freshman or sophomore in high school.
Really?
Probably.
At that point in time, like I feel if my dad was like what, like he turned me on to like MST3K and shit like that. So just be like, hey, you gotta watch this. Like he turned me on to South Park for fuck's sake.
MST3K was not my dad's tease.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I was a little younger than that. I might
Papa Stefan not have a sense of humor?
I might have been in Kennedy still.
I was watching that
Dox me.
shit since like fucking grade school. Yeah, MXC was definitely was it Spike TV, and it was just like on before.
Yeah, Spike had like just started as a network. Remember that?
Yeah.
Spike just starting out. It was like, we're just gonna have James Bond and hot chicks.
Somebody on the fucking radio was joking. It was like, they're gonna call it Spike. All right, they're basically calling their channel Dick TV. This is a man's channel. It's for men.
Yeah, they had the Man Show too and all, right?
No, that
Man
was
Show
Comedy
on it?
Central.
Man Show wasn't on
Dude, I
Spike?
was watching that shit in fucking elementary school. I've said it before on the show. Jimmy Kimmel taught me what masturbation is, and now he's a fucking late night TV host.
He's one of the ones that are easier to watch.
He's
too.
a made man, man. I like Kimmel. I grew up with Kimmel. I'm glad he got that role. Like Kimmel a lot. Fallon can't stand it.
Yeah, me either. It's that laugh.
Yeah, that fake laugh.
And I, Don Cheadle.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's just that he's like,
Hey, to get the roots.
it's that he fucking like shakes
It's
his
the-
body and he just overdoes it.
Should I just play it? Well, it's probably copyrighted. We'll probably get blasted if I play a little
Jimmy Fallon
blast of it.
laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about we don't waste any time on
It'll just
Fallon?
be it'll be like a, well, he like forcefully projects it too. It's like a,
Yes. Like he's literally like going red in the face, like doubling over at his desk. Like, oh my god, you sounded like fucking. You just sounded like Predator trying to clear its throat. Jesus.
and then he's just like, yeah, we got to be in the roots. And they're all like,
How the fuck did they get the roots though? You ask the fucking. You go to Questlove and it's like, hey, how the fuck did you guys become the house band for Fallon? And you just be like, hey, times is tough.
basically.
Streaming service.
New York
man.
is New York.
Take all the profits out of
Yeah,
the
New
music.
York gigs, I'm making any money.
I suppose. Hey, man, gotta eat.
Man, times have changed since, because Conan's not really doing a daily late night, right?
Really?
I don't
I
know.
thought he changed the format. He got rid of the desk. Now they're just sitting on couches. We did it before Conan. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. No, we didn't. We did it around the same time, but not because of Conan. Conan has another thing going on. Conan has a fucking podcast now. Conan's getting a little older. Like, I don't know. When you think about that, it's like Carson did it till like.
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to think all the late shows. Craig Ferguson used to
I
have
was just
one.
gonna say Craig Ferguson. He's got that fucking talking skeleton thing. He's like, huh, that got a laugh. Let's keep it. Fucking 10 years later.
Remember when he was the boss on the Drew Carey show?
No, I don't.
You
I
didn't
was
watch
not
the
a Drew Carey show watcher.
Oh,
No.
I did.
I do remember Mimi.
Mimi.
Who could forget Mimi?
I am Mimi.
And Drew Carey just being like, no! Like, he doesn't really sound like that, but
It's kind of weird seeing him.
doing Price is Right.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it was weird
That's
seeing.
almost said Wheel of Fortune.
It was weird seeing him. They like dug up an old figure of him when he was a Marine, and that's where he got like the fucking flat top buzz
Yeah.
cut thing. He was like, "Oh, this makes sense," and it was just like skinny him, and then fat Drew Carey, we all know and love, and
Yeah.
then back to
Remember he used to
Trim
do
Drew
Who's
Carey
Line
now.
too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who the fuck decided to cancel Who's Line, man? That was a great show. I love it.
I loved it too, but after binging it,
not
because
a
it was on
binge
Hulu.
show, man.
Yeah, but after binging it, because it was on Hulu. Sorry, there was a weird ring
Which
in
he
there.
started to key in on their strategy.
Yeah, like it's just like
Like
oh,
a
boy.
true Weber.
No, it's just like
who
oh,
fucking analyzes and machines the fun out of all things that we
no,
love.
it was just like oh boy, it's the same jokes every time.
That is not meant to be like a show that you marathon. Like, come on.
But
Like even
it's just-
watching it, it's like I'd get sick.
Come
of
on,
this
dude.
after
How
a bit.
that's how formatting is on streaming services. You hit play. You can't make like a playlist where it auto jumble, which they really should have, where it's just like load up these 6 TV shows I like, or however many, and just auto jumble them. Instead, you just hit play and it goes.
You mean shuffle?
Yeah,
YouTube does that.
they don't do that on Hulu or Netflix. You just go. I want to watch.
That's probably because they don't got that Google money behind
There it
them.
goes. I want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Okay, well now you're gonna sit down and watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine until you decide to change it manually.
I swear to God, I fucking went to sleep last night watching. God, It's like something about like how they made the mechanics for the truck in Uncharted. You know, the game with the Naughty Dog game.
What?
With like Nathan Drake, Uncharted. It was a like smash hit PlayStation 4 game. Naughty Dog, the developer who made Crash Bandicoot. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what Crash Bandicoot is. I never played that either.
Uncharted was like a fucking huge like Indiana Jones smash hit. It's just like an adventure game. You're like raiding temples.
Yeah, it was the male version of Tomb Raider, right?
In a way, Tomb Raider had like kind of like different thing going on with it. Like this is already into like where like the like Tomb Raider started as like a popular game where it's just like, okay, you got tits and ass that are just like triangles and squares, and you got two guns, but there's like little to no story narrative, you know. This like
there was enough for them to make a movie with Angelina Jolie though.
When the first, oh my God. Even as a kid, I was like, all right, I'm ready for some tits and lips. And I watched that movie. I was like, this movie sucks. This movie is garbage. This is like fucking 14-year-old me. It was like right up my fucking alley. This is like who they made that movie for. It's just like, all right, kid, you like video games? You want to get a boner? Go watch the movie. And I was like, this sucks.
I don't hit boner.
So I did, but I was like, I can't get over how bad the movie is. But Uncharted was when it came out, they already had like all this cinematic shit, like just like built into the video game, where like the game was more of a movie than it was a game. But
one of those kind of games.
Yeah, they were talking about how they made the mechanics for like the trucks. So it's like you can't go. They're talking about how they make like the action of like the suspension and how it like clips through things and how that like influences like how it controls. Fucking like fell asleep watching that, and then I woke up to fucking Vsauce, Michael Stevens, talking about which direction is down. Like what?
Here's the thing about up and down.
It's not as simple as you think. That's like every fucking Vsauce video, man. It's like, hey, simple concept, or is it?
And then what the ending conclusion is exactly what you thought it was?
No, he just fucking he just, you never end up in a place talking about anything related to what the video is called or started on. That guy's fucking great though.
Oh boy. I don't know if I've watched too much Vsauce.
Dude, it's great. Watch it. It's like YouTube Bill Nye, except not kooky. Not as kooky. It's not directed towards children.
I don't know, Bill. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes. I was gonna say Bill Nye wasn't kooky, but it was directed towards children.
Bill Nye wasn't kooky.
His newer TV show was kooky.
Fuck that show.
Everyone was just like, "Oh god."
Like, I hated it just because I was like, all right, let's get some more Bill fucking Nye here. And then as soon as Steve Aoki walked out in the second one, it literally was like Steve Aoki, they just told him where to stand and nod and say, okay. It's like he was like fucking afterglowing from however much ecstasy he took from the fucking rave the night before and just like showed up. And they just was like, okay, do this, do that. And it was like right around the same time that the Steve Aoki fucking Netflix documentary "I'll Sleep When I'm Dead" came out.
One where it came out that he admitted that his career is a large performance art piece.
That was a satire article
by The Onion. Yeah, got me.
That one did get me because I was like, wow, Steve Aoki fucking sucks at the time. And then I saw it was not a Onion article. That's how it got me, because when it's Onion, it's like, okay, obviously.
It was an Onion article?
It was something else.
Hard times.
But I forgot what Steve Aoki's dad did. But, like, that's why he's like fucking techno Taylor Swift. Like, his dad was, like, super rich.
His dad probably owns
made
fucking Mitsubishi or something.
All right. Radio Loud's getting a human resources department, and we are going to send you to racial sensitivity training for that one, sir.
Oh, dude, you want to know what his dad did?
What was it? I knew it was something.
Hiroki Aoki. First of all, great name. So much better than Steve Aoki.
What did he do?
He's a fucking wrestler, bro.
What?
American-born wrestler and restaurateur who founded
Oh, yeah, he fucking founded the restaurant.
Benihana.
Benihana's.
But he used to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
So,
But that's not where he got the fucking make my son famous cash being a wrestler.
Benihana, though. Steve Aoki's a Benihana.
That is some huge fucking money.
Yeah, Steve Aoki doesn't like talking about that, huh?
Is that what the internet's saying?
And his sister is a actress and fashion model.
Never heard of her. Wonder why.
Really? You didn't watch Fast and the Furious 2?
Oh my God.
She's in Sin City.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Which Sin City? The first one or the second one? I did like that movie. Was she like one of the girls from the prostitute part of town?
I can only assume.
Man, what
She's in an ass load of music videos too.
emphasis on ass. So I was gonna ask you, what the fuck was this thing about Brit getting left outside?
Dude. So a lot of stuff's happened in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
I had
Like-
the hockey story with my hockey equipment I had. Last Sunday I had, no, it wasn't last Sunday, it was 2 weekends ago, wasn't it? A couple weekends ago I had a hockey game. It was like a freezing day. It was one of those really windy, like negative wind chill days. And had a hockey game on Sunday. It was, I think, an 8:15 game. So I got back into town around 10:30, 11. We won, by the way, 7-4. Great game. Yeah, claps all around. My dad came out. He was like, "That was amazing. I had so much fun." I was like, "I love you, Dad."
Way to go, champ.
I was so glad you came out. I actually had like 2 chances to score, but it was super cold out, and one of B's friends was moving out of the state, so she went to a party at a bar after her shift. So I went to Bar Louie because they serve food until close. They've had full service menu till 3 p.m. So I go there, get some food.
3 a.m.
Yeah, sorry, 3 a.m.
It was like 3 p.m. Jeez.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
Matinee hours.
So I went there, got some food, texted her, like, "Do you want something?" I got her some food, and I left. And as I'm driving back, it's probably, like 12:30. There's this hobo lady that comes up to my car, and she just starts jiggling the handle. Like I'm at the Port Washington Silver Spring stop.
Like your door handle.
Yeah. And I'm just like, no. Not only was my car full because I had my hockey bag in the back, I had sticks.
Because it was cold out, she was trying to get in.
I don't know. She was just like, jiggling the handle. And I had seen her do it to the woman next to me, too, because there were 2 of us at the stoplight. It's like double lane. So she just was going from car to car, just like, and light turns green. Woo! Fucking room out of there. I get home, lay down, take the dog out, do XYZ around the house, like hang my gear up and all this other stuff. And I text B, I'm going to bed. You said you're going to take a bus or Uber. She's like, yep. So I'm sleeping like a log, and all of a sudden I hear like a jiggling at the front door. It's like,
Oh, so you think it's the homeless lady?
no, I'm just like, what the hell is that? And then it opens up and I see a ghost, the ghost of Sean Sullivan. Sean's just like, dude, Brittany's trying to get a hold of you. And then he like fades through the wall because Sean's dead.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, that's spooky. Well, I checked my phone. B must have tried calling me like 8 times. I don't know how I didn't hear it. My ringer was on.
You sleeping?
Yeah, I was out like a rock.
comfortable?
It's 3 a.m. So I like call B, And I can hear her like physically just like, I'm so cold, like crying over the phone too. I sail downstairs. I like hop in because I sleep naked because I'm a man. I slip on some clothes and some sandals.
I was gonna say, you just slipped on your fucking bear slippers and just like went nude.
Yeah, I ran to the car. I got in the car. Car like barely started. And
Where was she?
We'll get there. So she calls me. She's just like, at the bus. I'm like, where are you? And she can like barely string together a coherent sentence. And I finally locate her. She's like on Capitol Drive. She's like across from Walmart. And
no.
Yeah, I swing down there and I just see her. She's like she looks like fucking Jack Nicholson in The Shining at the end. She's just like frozen on the side of the street. I'm just like, what the hell happened to you? Apparently the bus driver was just like, I am not doing the rest of my route. Get off my bus. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. And then she tried to get an Uber. There were no Ubers flying around. I don't know if there was something going on with her phone or whatever, but she was out there for like 30 minutes and was not dressed for any cold weather. She was just like, I can't feel my
Can't be
fingers.
doing that. If you're going to go out and depend on like public transport or any sort, you got to bring your shit with you.
She's just like, I can't feel my fingers. And she was like, they're all going to fall off. She thought some Mr. Deeds shit was going to happen. But I just bundled her up basically because that's what you do when people are really cold. You bundle them in blankets. You don't like give them a hot shower or anything like that. You just bundle them up, let their body temperature come up, maybe give them some warm liquids. She ended up being fine, but it was fucking horrifying. Like seeing her basically looking like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining.
Johnny!
Yeah.
Johnny boy!
Yeah. It was horrifying.
Maybe she was astral projecting as the homeless lady. It's like that story.
Here's the crazy thing, though. A week later, I see that lady down on a nice day at about 12 o'clock, a Saturday.
She's just behaving herself.
No. She was over. She was by Dairy Queen doing that shit to some other people.
Oh God.
I'm just like, oh man, get this lady out of here.
I feel bad, but I just can't. This is like some low hanging fruit here. Just imagine her going to like a hardware store and doing the same thing on some like demo toilets, just like jiggling the handle. It was like the first thing that popped into my head was like you said she came up and she was like jiggling the handle. I was like, she's
like rada
shit on your door and like think that she couldn't get the water to stop
No,
running?
she was just like rada. I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden I hear like the handle jiggle. I'm like, whoa.
Hey.
Personal bubble here.
Good thing he had a personal steel and glass bottle. You had the door lock, obviously, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What if you had one of those cars? You just stop and it's like,
Oh
my
no.
shit does that.
Just like get in.
No, like you stop and then like the fucking like doors unlock, the child-proof thing.
No, I meant if that happened and then that person got in your car.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, like they were shaking your door handle, the one that you were sitting at.
No, the passenger side.
Oh.
There wouldn't have been anywhere for them to sit.
Maybe
anyway.
she just does it for kicks.
That's how she gets her rocks off.
Yeah. Maybe it's just I'm bored and homeless. I don't got TV. I don't got Nintendo. I'm just gonna.
I like seeing the fear in the white people's eyes.
Oh, it's terrible though, man. That's like the first thing my head jumped to. Maybe she was just cold but she lived, you know.
Yeah, it was not.
Hey, but during that polar vortex, man, like I think it was like something like 17 homeless people froze to death in Chicago.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't more.
I'm trying to think of all the animals that just probably froze to death too, just like in their little hidey holes, just
There's
iced over.
a fucking picture circulating, or it was a video actually of like a fucking deer that had died and just froze standing up.
That's wild.
It had like
Speaking of which,
snow that it was like trying to get over, and it like supported it.
Did you hear that about this fucking story where it's so hot in Australia, the bats are literally boiling alive?
I heard it mentioned someplace, but do tell, like
I heard it on the radio this morning coming into work. They're just like, yeah, they're concerned about a number of wildlife species in Australia because the
Okay.
temperatures there are reaching.
Is this some like vampire logic where they're just like so used to not being in the sun that they're super like sensitive to sunlight, and when the sun hits them, it's like, yeah.
Well, I imagine it's got to be. I imagine it's got to be other kind of mammals too, because it's ridiculously hot in Australia right now. It's somewhere in like the upper. It's above like 120 out there, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about this. Because like everything that you like, even shipping lanes to Australia, like anything you try to ship there, news is slow to travel.
Yeah, news is definitely slow to travel, I'll tell you that much. And we can't get any news outside of fucking political nonsense here. It's 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like we got that polar vortex going on. They got that
And Australia
going on.
is getting hit by fucking demonic fireballs.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good day, cunts. You know, I could not believe that Brittany like lectured me on saying cunt. She was like, "Oh no, you can't say it." I was like, "Have you known me for like the last decade?" I say that shit all the time, and it's like ridiculous because I've actually, because I've known women who are like really offended by the word cunt. When I got into like a new relationship with like somebody, or like, we're going to be hanging out, I might say this, are you offended by this word? And it's like half of them are like, yes. The other half are like, no, why? Like, Stefan cannot comment on this.
I mean, some people care, some people don't. I got a picture of all the bats that are boiling.
Yeah, but it was like one of those, oh, Jesus. It looks like a mass grave. Let's bring
it says
this up.
their
All right.
brains are literally boiling.
Jesus. Like how, though? That doesn't make any sense.
It fucking closed the webpage for the...
Oh, no.
Just take my word for it. Don't do any fact checking. Just believe me.
Yeah, the whole cunt thing popped into my head because, like, the Australians say that
All
like,
the time.
Yeah, like it's how they breathe in.
God.
No, I'm just saying it's like a to them almost, or like dude. All right, so what
Yeah,
else we
I
got
don't
to talk
don't
about.
Don't do cunt.
You don't? No, it's not really.
That's not my.
It's not
go-to
like
cuss
my
word.
go-to either. Like, fuck is definitely that fucker shit.
Yeah,
But
I cuss like a sailor. That's for sure.
yeah, me too. But I was just like flabbergasted by Brittany's reaction.
I mean, it's not like she laid into you right there on the spot.
She kind of did. She was like, "Oh no. Like she didn't like she gave me a talking to. She lectured me, and I was like, "What?"
That was like after the fact, though, wasn't it?
No, it was like after I said it. And I was like, Brittany, I had no idea that this was something that you did not like for some reason.
I mean,
But it's like it's just like such an arbitrary thing. It's like,
well, I mean,
it's a 4-letter word.
E didn't seem to be too big of a fan of it.
No, neither of them did.
Yeah.
And that was like the thing. I was like, okay, like that was like a new situation. I just met her.
Yeah.
And now she has passed too.
She's passed on.
That's what happens on this show. We've got a lot of people who come and go.
Dust in the Wind cue. Alexa, play Dust in the Wind.
Thanks for saying that. I actually said the G word at my dad's house the other day, and it like turned his Google on, and he had to like quick like.
Don't play my porn.
He's gotten used to. He's gotten used to talking to it when it turns on. He's like temperature. So it didn't just like start like trying to like look up everything that I was continuing to say.
Well, I guess I'll let you pick. We got. Do we have more stories from the week? I feel like there are more stories.
I feel like some of these are older though because
no, I don't mean
they've been collecting for like 3 weeks.
I didn't mean news stories. I meant just like things that happened because there was stuff we talked about a couple weeks ago that didn't make it. We got R. Kelly's still going insane.
Oh my god! Did you see
interview?
His meltdown, dude?
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit.
It was like something out of South Park.
Like straight up, that guy like. It wasn't even like he was trying to just like say he didn't do it almost. It was like, man, you're killing me, man. He's like almost crying.
He was just incoherent rambling.
But
almost.
it was just basically him just, you know, he's cornered and he's so screwed. And it's like, what is he going to do? That's the vibe that was from it. It's like, you are so fucked.
But you remember
R. Kelly.
You remember how I said that all you have to do is to release a documentary and everyone will... A lot has changed since the days of the Joseph Kony documentary. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Child soldier guy?
Yeah, that
now,
actually showed up in my Facebook history.
You know, but now...
So that was around this time.
Yeah, but now when you make a documentary, people go down. R. Kelly's going to go down. Now everyone's up in arms about Michael Jackson again.
Yeah, I saw that the Simpsons actually like removed one of, I think it was like their first or second season.
Yeah, they're not playing him on the radio anymore.
Really?
It's like
Who was involved with it? Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman was like, that's not what happened. And now he's like, I guess I can't defend it anymore. So but it just
Well, which one is it, Corey Feldman?
Now it just comes down to like if you make a documentary whatever is in that is basically what people are going to take as gospel.
Yeah. Like it's fucking kind of, it's like some real life idiocracy shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I've always said about the making a murderer thing, which has like a little like following in our state before the documentary even hit.
Yeah.
But it's like in the documentary, there was literally people outside of the courthouse like protesting. It's like, oh, you locked up an innocent man. It's like, okay. And they're like demanding that they reverse the sentencing. And it's like, okay, you really feel like a legal body is going to be like, oh, well, some guy who watched Making a Murderer on Netflix is outside picket fencing, and we should probably reverse this because he feels like it should be.
And I'm not saying that these documentaries are right or wrong.
Yeah, I'm not saying that either.
I'm just saying like it's ridiculous that that's what it's taking to get people mobilized on an issue. Like, and some of these, it's so far after the fact. It's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's like this, like the damage that R. Kelly was done, and it's like, okay, yeah, like this is a thing.
We knew about it.
Peed on some people.
Yeah, we knew about it.
Some minors. We knew about it, and then you did nothing, and then you allowed him to continue to do it.
Yeah, and then people turned a blind eye to it and kept working with them and shit. Mm-hmm. Even through their mental illness. I'm sorry, I'm always going to bring that one up because that shit just, that irked me.
The thing is, like, Lady Gaga, like, post the statement that we made about it, she did actually kind of have a rough time through there. But, like, the feigning, like having a bad time and then, like, just, like, feigning mental illness on something like that is, that's not cool.
So when's the Jussie Smollett documentary gonna come out?
Who the fuck is that?
That Jussie Smollett guy, the guy that faked his own attack.
Oh, well, he's not gonna get one because he's chicken shit. I didn't know who the fuck he is. Everybody knows who R. Kelly is, man. This is like a public hanging that is going down, man. Like straight up. This is like a guillotine.
I don't know, man.
Square.
I thought Manafort was gonna get a little bit more, and that motherfucker got 4 years.
Oh, is he the one who was up for 25?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The guy
I saw
that had
he was.
the guy that is fucking a laundry list of crimes, and people can get sent away for having weed on them for longer than that. 4 years.
Yeah,
47 months. Is
Pretty
how they
soon,
worded it.
they'll be listening to swing music. Oh man, it's time to fucking end the marijuana prohibition, man. Just like stop that.
And
I don't even want to smoke it, man. It makes me fucking paranoid. Just fucking end the unjust punishment.
It'll be great when like 25 states have legalized it and 25 states haven't.
Oh man, we'll fight the weed civil wars, man. We'll be fucking old men.
wars, bro. I smoked so much weed. Like, I was in the trenches, and then this gas bomb came over the wall, and it was marijuana.
Yeah, now we're on the weed side.
We didn't smoke before, but we had no choice but to smoke the devil's lettuce.
No, it'll be some fucked up shit where it'll be like the pot users against the fucking anti-vaxxers.
But dude, they're like kind of, those two are in the same boat, man. What's gonna fucking pit those two fucking parties against each other?
You think the people that smoke weed are the same guys that are against vaccines? I guess maybe.
Yeah.
I just picture all anti-vaxxers being Jim Carrey and Jenna McCarthy.
Oh my god, I still. When you say Jim Carrey did that shit, he was like he used to be, but I don't think he does anymore, right? I don't know.
He kept it
I
up
don't
for
know
a
what the
while
fuck Jim
afterward.
Carrey's doing for.
He's just being crazy with syphilis.
Yeah, he was just. Once you get to that stage, that doesn't go away, man.
Yeah.
Just being crazy. The way you said that makes it sound like it's some sort of fucking Martha Stewart living show. It's like, welcome to Crazy with Syphilis, starring Jim Carrey. Yeah, I should have got, should have got the vaccine, but I didn't. And now it's too late.
Yeah.
Now I really like painting.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have the next measles outbreak, though, here in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That fucking
This
guy.
fucking dude has to go pump iron.
That's not even related to the whole outbreak thing. I don't know how he was exposed. That might be.
Probably kissed a girl in Portland.
Ugh, but he's married. He had his wife doing this stuff.
Cheater.
Cheated. But yeah, he. I think it was because of the scare cropped up. There was some like.
Oh, they're pretty old. They're almost 60.
Yeah, they were like scrupulizing his thing, and there was. It's not to say that he wasn't vaccinated, but there was no record of him being vaccinated. So he was put under quarantine because of it, I believe. And it was like some serious shit. Like he was like under quarantine for months.
Yeah, and he's just like, I got to get out and pump iron.
Yeah.
I just gotta get out of here, man. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out. Gotta get out.
So he fucking hides in his wife's car, and she brings him to Gold's Gym.
Yeah, in Waukesha.
Like, honestly, how hard is it to not fuck that up? It's like, okay, apparently they fucking have nothing going on in Waukesha that they have a cop fucking watching this guy 24/7.
I mean, I'm glad that they do, honestly. Like, that's pretty serious, man. I'm not trying to have fucking people getting measles
Get
and
measles,
shit in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Right.
And then I got to read about the fucking outbreak scenario at the new Bucs Stadium playoff game where fucking it was filled with a bunch of people from, I don't know, what's another Miami, the Miami Heat. It was Miami Heat versus the Bucks in the finals, and oh man, there's somebody with measles went to the Bucks game and they coughed on LeBron James, and then LeBron James rolled into the Miami crowd, and next thing you know, we got measles outbreak in Miami and Wisconsin and all over the country, and then you're playing Pandemic on your Steam account.
all right,
Game.
fucking Tanning Tatum, the disease has fucking killed the world.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be in the headlines as the state that has a measles outbreak. Oregon can own that one.
Yeah, I feel like that might be That might be it's not going to be the weed heads versus the anti-vaxxers. It's just going to be everybody else versus the anti-vaxxers. That sucks though, because that like affects like so many people around them who have like no say in it, you know?
Yeah, because I'm not the kind of person that's like, we need to be telling these people what to be doing. Because I'm not.
That's one of those things.
I know, but I'm not the kind of person who really thinks you should be forcing people to do anything. But their decision is now hurting other people.
Mm-hmm.
They might as well be murdered. No, I'm just kidding.
Lock them up. Throw away the key.
No. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not the kind of person that's like, we need
kill them all. Kill them all. Just firebomb them.
It's not an Earth Crisis song.
All right, we're at about an hour and 30. You wanna keep going? Or you wanna call it? You showed up pooped. You need to,
I'm feeling reinvigorated, though. I got that second wind going on. My eye's twitching a little bit because I haven't worn my glasses all day. But, because if I don't wear my glasses, my eyes get overworked. But I guess we could call it. I mean, no one's watching, so it's just us naked in the shower together.
Why would you say that? All right. Time to...
We got a follower today, though.
Oh, well, great. Thanks. It's terrible. You following shit, according to Stefan.
That's not what I said. I just said no one's watching right now.
You did too say that.
Jenny Lobach.
Okay. Thanks for watching, Marcus. Thanks to Dave Tarantino for stuffing us with burgers this week. It's been real. I'll talk to you next week.